Welcome back. Maybe like me, you're feeling in need of some cheering up. So I'm sharing something that's helpful to me, hoping it's helpful to you, and I'm reading poetry. I'm starting with Langston Hughes. I have a couple of videos about him. And he entitled his poem, The Negro Speaks of Rivers. I've known rivers. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathe in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans, and I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. So what I love about this one is it speaks to the continuity of life in terms of us as Black people, that we've been here for a long time on the mother continent to now in different spaces in the West, and that will remain. And these experiences make us really deep people. The next one is Won't You Celebrate With Me by Lucille Clifton. Won't you celebrate with me what I've shaped into a kind of life? I had no model, born in Babylon, both non-white and woman. What did I see to be except myself? I made it up here on the bridge between starshine and clay. My one hand holding tight my other hand. Come celebrate with me that every day something has tried to kill me and has failed. Of course, this is amazing. She talks about us being in a strange land, right? Babylon started from the continent of Africa. Now we're in the strange land, Babylon, and you have to form new ways without a script. You're the other. And she's found a way of holding her own hands. But now she wants more than that. She wants the community to join her to celebrate this amazing victory that there is a constant beat to kill us. There's a constant march to kill us. And they're failing and they will fail. The next poem is Incident by Countee Cullen. Once riding in old Baltimore, heart-filled and head-filled with glee, I saw a Baltimorean keep looking straight at me. Now I was 8 and very small, and he was no whit bigger. And so I smiled, but he poked out his tongue and called me the N-word. I saw the whole of Baltimore from May until December. Of all the things that happened there, that's all that I remember. And for me, this speaks to the way we can allow white supremacy and ugly words to take our attention from all the beauty that's in our lives. He was there from May till December, and he centered on that little boy, that little ill-bred boy, instead of focusing on all the joy and beautiful things that I'm sure he saw. So that's just a reminder to ourselves, is not allow white supremacy and that kind of negativity to suck the joy out of our lives, but to put it to where it belongs, on the margins, to bury it in the grave. Then the last one is a litany for survival by Audre Lorde. For those of us who live at the shoreline, standing upon the constant edges of decisions, crucial and alone. For those of us who cannot indulge the passing dreams of choice, who love in doorways coming and going, in the hours between dawn, looking inward and outward at once, before and after, seeking a now that can breed futures, like bread in our children's mouth, so their dreams will not reflect the death of ours. For those of us who were imprinted with fear, like a faint line in the center of our foreheads, learning to be afraid with our mother's milk. For by this weapon, this illusion of some safety to be found, the heavy-footed hope to silence us. For all of us, this instant and this triumph, we were never meant to survive. And when the sun rises, we are afraid it might not remain. When the sun sets, we are afraid it might not rise in the morning. When our stomachs are full, we are afraid of indigestion. When our stomachs are empty, we are afraid we may never eat again. When we are loved, we are afraid love will vanish. When we are alone, we are afraid love will never return. When we speak, we are afraid our words will not be heard nor welcomed. But when we are silent, we are still afraid. So it's better to speak, remembering we were never meant to survive. I think you got it. We're full of fear because we were never meant to survive. We're always thinking that this is the time we won't survive. But why not the opposite? That every time we have survived, so we will survive. But I'm going to leave you with a better word. Surviving is so basic. The good word is that they never meant us to survive. And that tells you what little power they have over us. We were born to thrive. So thrive, my beautiful Black people. Thrive. Thank you so much for listening.